What if I told you that more than a century ago, someone climbed into a 1907 AC Sociable and discovered secrets so bizarre they make today's fast cars look tame? We're diving deep into the uncovered 1907 AC Sociable shocking secrets, and trust me, this isn't your dusty museum piece. This is engineering oddity, scandal, stealth humour, all wrapped in brass and wood. Let's cut right to the chase. An engine under your seat that doubles as a sauna, steering with a lever like piloting a rowboat, racing sabotage hidden beneath the floorboards, and a century-old UV glow message embedded like a secret handshake from 1907 to you, the viewer today. Before you even think of clicking away, smash that subscribe button like it's a vintage comic you're tearing open. Give it a good theatrical whack like you're slamming a brass horn and it honks, "Welcome aboard!" Okay, let's dig into the first jaw-dropper. The name Sociable didn't mean, hey, wave at your buddy in the car next to you. No, it meant the passenger literally sat facing the driver. Picture that. Two people nose to nose, brass fittings and wooden dashboard between you, chatting about your day, while the engine hums beneath. This seating was meant to foster conversation, like two sailors at a helm. But hilariously, it often ended in minor disasters. Imagine trying to discuss your weekend getaway while your glove hits a valve stem or your elbow bumps the throttle. One passenger supposedly shouted, "Is that smoke?" as the engine's scent wafted upward. You could practically smell the vintage in the air, and not all in a good way. Now onto the literal hot seat. The 1907 AC Sociable packed its single-cylinder air-cooled engine right under the passenger's posterior. Yep, your seat wasn't just wood and leather, it was a mini radiator. This beast churned out around 6 horsepower, barely enough to power a garden mower today. But back then, that lawn mower was amplified in warmth. Imagine sitting down thinking you're safe, and then bam, your trousers start feeling like they're simmering. Engineers apparently believed, heat, sure, your legs can handle it. They designed the oil pan as a kind of flat, hot plate, with small vents to release heat upwards. One story has a rider gripping the seat, hopping off, exclaiming, "Next time I'm bringing oven mitts." Okay, folks, here's where it takes a nautical turn. Instead of a steering wheel, the Sociable used a tiller, seriously, like on a rowboat. One wooden lever to push and pull. To go left, push it right. To go right, push it left. Your brain basically becomes an oarboard. No circles, no round motion, just push and pull. Drivers, often used to biking or early wheels, found themselves fumbling, wobbling, bucket-headed as they tried to pilot what looked like floating furniture on wheels. Imagine being at a stoplight, jostling the tiller, folks watching, whispering, "Is that how you steer a car? Or a canoe?" Believe it or not, these Sociables were raced. Yeah, with the tiller mechanism. Enthusiasts entered rudimentary motorsport events with them. And soon, it wasn't just about speed, cheating reared its head. Drivers rigged opponents' tillers with small buzzers, so when you turned, you get a literal electric jolt. Imagine steering, minding your business, buzz, and you nearly fling the tiller across the track. Rivalries got spicy. One racing program report in 08 mentioned a tiller tampering epidemic, drivers sweating, shocks buzzing, and fans gasping. When officials investigated, they found buzz pads glued under floorboards, wires leading to concealed handheld units, drivers triggering them remotely. One racer, under oath, said, "I wanted them off the course. I didn't like how they turned." He was metaphorically, but technically, charged with electro-mayhem. The scandal rocked the early auto world. Someone even carved a wooden buzz tiller trophy mocking the guilty party. But that wasn't all. When a restoration happened decades later, something even creepier was unearthed beneath the vehicle. Hidden contraband from the sabotage. Stick around. Up next, restoration unearths secret evidence, buried neatly under where you'd least expect it. Fast forward to modern restorers picking apart a buried Sociable in a barn. They pried up floorboards and, boom, discovered a secret compartment. Inside, extra tillers, small buzz units and scribbled confession notes, in ink barely legible. Reading things like, "Sorry boss, I wired the buzzer because I was outpaced." It was like a mechanical crime scene mid-restoration. One note, "Regret wiring buzz unit #3, felt wrong, but I wanted the lead." Another, "Partner got caught, decided to bury evidence here." Talk about burying your mistakes in plain sight. The compartment door mimicked wood grain flawlessly. You'd never notice unless you banged on the floor. It wasn't just parts, they were physical apologies. And it led restorers and viewers like you to wonder, who do you trust when your car literally holds your cancelled race cheats right under your feet? But wait, because that's not the strangest find. What came next is a soul tickler, a secret message etched in steel. Don't blink. Hold tight. Coming up, a message hidden for over a century, waiting just for us. The restoration crew wiped down the chassis and thought they were done, until someone shined an UV light under the main brace. There, faintly glowing, was a message. Till tomorrow's roads remember the sociable. Etched so delicately it was invisible to the naked eye. Who wrote it? A visionary engineer, a prankster with a poetic streak, a driver longing to be remembered? That phrase, hidden for 118 years, speaks across eras. It's a whisper, "Don't let me vanish," from metal cast in 1907, reaching 2025. The message was hammered in by hand, tiny indentations, not printed. The staff called it their time capsule motto. One said, "It felt like the car was sending us a postcard from the past." And it only shows under UV light, like a secret handshake between centuries. That, dear viewers, is the finale, or is it? Because that message might just tie back into the sociable's first secret, that social design, the invitation to be remembered. And that brings us full circle. Feel the warmth? See what I did there? Let's wrap it up on a heart-pounding, satisfying note. You just peered inside the 1907 AC Sociable, uncovering 6 jaw-dropping secrets. 1. A chat-across-the-seat sociable seating design that turned conversations into engineering experiments. 2. An engine lodged under your posterior, your lap as a radiator producing a toasty 6 GP heatwave. 3. Tiller steering that felt more like boating than motoring. 4. Sabotage scandals from early car races, buzzers, cheating and chaos. 5. Hidden compartments under the floorboards, confessions buried in wood, preserved in shame. 6. A UV-etched century-old message, "Till tomorrow's roads remember the sociable," a poetic handshake across time. It's mechanical marvel and human mischief in equal parts. A car that chatted, steamed, steered oddly, scandalized, confessed and whispered. It's history with a trunk full of secrets, humour and heart. If you've stayed with me through these bizarre trails of brass and secrets, well, go ahead and smash that subscribe button again, like you're pushing that old tiller, give it a firm, playful shove. And hit, like, if your mind just went, "Wow, a car with a confession box." Thanks for cruising with me at AbTech Lab, where history, horsepower and hijinks collide. Until next time, when we dive into another object that seems quiet but isn't. Ride safe, stay curious and keep digging where others park.